Well, when we're making the Hattingley wines, we're looking for a balance between a texture and a flavour. So by using the barrels and in combination with the tank fermented base wines, we are looking for both fruit, structure, a bit of flesh that comes from the Pinot Meunier, the sort of the finesse of the Pinot Noir, with the Chardonnay giving it the real backbone. And it's that balance between all of those three elements combined with the barrel fermentation that we do and the barrel aging. It's putting all those aspects together and making them into a seamless product. You know, we're using a lot of parcels of fruit, a lot of different tanks and barrels, and it's making sure that they all meld together into this sort of seamless flavour. We differ from a lot of other English sparkling wines in the sort of softness of the wines, despite their acidity, and that's partly to do with the way we make the wine from pressing through to tirage. The key element to that is, in my view, is the barrel fermentation and having the base wines sit on their lees for as long as possible before blending. It helps to soften that acidity. It doesn't reduce the acidity, but it helps to soften the apparent acidity, and it gives the wines another layer of texture, which you often don't find in English sparkling wines, or in champagnes for that matter. The blending is absolutely key, as it is in champagne and with any serious quality sparkling wines. It's all about the assemblage of the blend before it goes to tirage. So we start with the Blanc de Blanc. That's the easiest one to do because we're looking just at the best, purest parcels of Chardonnay. So that's a sheer pleasure to do that wine. We have to be very careful not to strip too much of the Chardonnay out of the winery so that we're left with none for the classic cuvée. The rosé again is a wonderful wine to blend because you've got a very clear idea of what you're looking for in the base wines. The classic cuvée is by far the hardest wine for us to blend. It's the largest volume. It comes from the widest range of parcels that we have in the winery. It can be anything up to 80 or 90 different wines that go into that blend. 2015, when we were blending that wine, 3-4 of us sat around the table, and there was a moment at which we all suddenly recognised Hattingley Valley in the glass. We all of us wrote it down in our notes. This is Hattingley Valley. It took us 6 years to get to that point where we just recognised the wine. You know, there's no way of sort of logging that. It's just us tasting and getting to know those parcels, and you can't really write that down anywhere. You can't really sort of put it in a book. You can't log it on the computer. It's in our heads. It's in our palates, and it was a fantastic moment when we realised that we recognised ourselves.